All right, welcome to Hoops Tracker, man. We had a great weekend in Colorado girls basketball. Had some teams stay in state, had some teams go out of state, but let's catch up on some news. How did everybody do? How's everything going? Um, what's really fun about Colorado basketball is there's always something going on. So let's just go ahead and jump in really quick. Remember, Hoops Tracker is your source for Colorado girls basketball. We track not only the alumni, the high school players, who's going, where they're going, and let's just see. Some new offers came in this week. Bree Crittenden picks up SMU. She's already got many of the big fives. Um, just some stragglers coming in. The week before it was Texas. Paige Gilpatrick got UNLV, Montana State. Reese Gilpatrick, Utah, UNLV, Texas A&M. This young lady is blowing up. We cannot wait. And just in yesterday, Addie Back gets an offer from Simon Fraser. Congrats to Addie on that. I'm sure many more are coming. Wow. What else? Whose stock is rising? Look, Colorado girls basketball is some of the best basketball in the country. Obviously, you got Bree Crittenden, you have Reese Gilpatrick, literally at the national level getting notoriety. But you also have Peyton Jones. You also have Aaliyah Broadus, who's making a big her spring outings have been phenomenal. She's been hitting on all cylinders. Juliet Slater really impressed this weekend. Madison Bethel at Northfield again, just keep adding on to that. Um, Santana Sabas at Ralston Valley, man, we'll get into this game, but she went up against one of the top point guards in the West, and she handled herself extremely well. It was a fun game to watch. We'll get into those games in a little bit. Sydney Martin, London Taylor had a big weekend again. She is really, really establishing herself in that 2027 class, coming out, doing great things. Got a chance to see Addison Greenlee, got a chance to watch LaPortia Allen at Northfield playing for True Colorado. And wow, Chloe Kane, man, this young lady, incoming freshman, she is going to be one of the next best greats coming out of Colorado. Watch this young lady. Found out over the weekend she's going to Cherokee Trail. Man, this lady can ball, and man, she put on a show. Like I said, we'll get into those games here in a second. Club time. Let's just dive right in. And here we go for prep hoops for the weekend. How did the teams do? All right, 14U, Mountain West Premier, EYBL goes 4-0, runs the table against everybody. BC Denver, Campbell, 14U team, also goes 4-0. It would be really nice to cross those top teams and see who the better team is. True Colorado goes 3-1 in the 14 division. CBC 3-1. State 38 makes a statement, going 3-1. Now, Mountain West Premier. So U15s, Mountain West Premier, EYCL, U15. They go 4-0. They run the table. BC Denver, 14U, Enoch Miller. This team won Chicago last year in one of the top divisions. They go 4-0. I don't know how you get three teams going 4-0 in a tournament. Apparently, we didn't have everybody in the right bracket. But 70-70 Athletics, their 15 teams goes 4-0. Did a great job. B&B goes 3-1. That B&B team is really tough. Grit also goes 3-1. And a Western Slope team called the Valley, they go 3-1, make an impression. Um, what about the U16s? Well, that Mountain West Premier 15 EYBL team that they won the EYBL thing in Chicago last year, they went 4-0. Grit, Grit gave them a pretty decent game. They lost to the EYBL team. They go 3-1. Mountain West Premier 16U EYCL team, they go 3-1. They lose to Grit. congratulations to the ladies and those teams. Now, Grit Respect, their 16U team goes 4-0. So Grit does really well in the lower divisions. 24 team Don goes 3-1. They lose to Grit, but they lost to Grit by 38. So not quite sure there was a lot of competition there. The Rough Riders, they go 3-1. They lost to Team Don. Now in the 17s division, Mountain West Premier wins. They go 4-0. We're going to talk about their game against the Hoopsters because they only won by 1 point. Santana Sabas, her and the point guard from the EYBL team, Keenan, they go at it. Keenan just committed to UNLV. She had offers to Duke. She had offers all over, but she's staying in Vegas. But man, I'm just telling you, Santana Sabas, when I told Keenan, I asked her what it was like going against Santana Sabas. She goes, man, that girl's good. Where's she going to go? I said, she's only a sophomore. Her eyes got this big. Santana, you are on track. You are doing well, but keep working hard. You are one of the top point guards in the West. So keep grinding, keep working at it. Now, this Hoopster Blue team, they played the Grit team, and Grit was winning most of the game. And then they came back finally in the second half, put it together. But give a shout out to that Grit team, that Select 24 team. They go 2-2. Man, I tell you, Ellie Daniels played balls out. Addie Beck played balls out. Shay Vigil was on fire in that Hoopsters game, hitting her threes. Man, she's one of the best shooters in the state coming out next year. But the Mountain West Premier 16U EYBL team, they also go 4-0. They played on another 17U division. The Hoopsters 16 Blue team goes 4-0. This Hoopster Blue team, man, I tell you, well, first of all, they have Chloe Kane. Chloe Kane, the top freshman incoming in the class for the 2029 class. This young lady is very special. But you also have Davenport on that team. You have Durden on that team. Really good showings by everybody. In the earlier game that morning, they basically talked about Chloe wasn't in that first game when they played. I believe they played True Colorado, and they still showed up and win. We're excited about to see this Blue 16 Hoopsters team because they played extremely well in Dallas. Now, remember, this weekend is a viewing period for boys and girls, and it's the last one until June for the high school events. So just be aware, keep an eye out. But other teams, the Hoopsters, you know, the Grit Respect, the 17U team, oh man, they've got a young player. I've got her name written down somewhere. I believe it's Jade Hibbler out of Vista Peak. This young lady blew up. She played extremely well this weekend. Now, Grit Respect played Colorado Hustle. Now, Colorado Hustle is a new club on the scene, coached by the coach up at Berthoud. They have some Northern Colorado players. They didn't play so well in the Hoopster game first thing that morning, but I can tell you they played really well against this Grit Respect team because they beat them and it went down to the wire. Avery Pohl, huge shout out to this young lady. Goes to Berthoud, one of the top players in 4A. She played extremely well. We talked about Team Con. Team Con, they did okay. One of their shining, Contreras, she's coming along very well. But they went down to the wire with B&B. Both teams go 1-3, but they competed this weekend, and I know they've got some work to do. But man, who are some of the standouts? We've already talked about some of them. Aaliyah Broadus, we already mentioned. Santana Sabas, Carson Cheney. Carson Cheney from Cherokee Trail. She's playing on the Hoopsters' second 17U's team. She's coming back from an injury. She played extremely well. Um, Looking forward to seeing her again this weekend. Sienna Williams for the Mountain West Premier team played really well. It was really fun to watch her battle against Paige Gilpatrick and Reese Gilpatrick. But I think, I'm not quite sure, but I think Reese got the edge on that one. But it was a great competition. Um, Keone, the Mountain West Premier Guard, her going against Santana Sabas. Um, she had 16 points against the Hoopsters. Santana had 21, and just watching two top point guards go at it was a lot of fun. Um, you got Ari for the Hoopsters 16 blue team. She stepped up in some big games. Abby Lusk from Mountain West Premier. Now, Abby's one of the top, she is the top player in Idaho. She's playing on this Mountain West Premier team, did really well. We already talked about London Taylor, but Madison Bethel, she stepped up. She played extremely well this weekend. Jaya White from Mountain West Premier, Cortland Yowsey also played extremely well. And a young point guard who's coming out next year, Brittany Booker, Mountain West Premier. She's playing on their second 17 team. This young lady can ball. Man, wow. She played really well this weekend. She was dishing the ball. She was shooting threes. She was making her shots. Um, we already talked about Chloe Kane. Chloe dropped 21 against True. Um, let's see. So that's it for in-state. Let's talk a little bit about some out-of-state teams because Hardwood Elite goes to Oklahoma, plays in a Select 24 event. Gracie Ward continues to grow her stock. This young lady was on fire over the weekend. She keeps improving. Man, she reminds me a lot of Grace Stanley from Legend. Fast, getting faster, but man, can she shoot it? She can dish. She plays really well. She's only 5'3", but man, she plays like she's 5'8", 5'9". We got to get her on a stretcher, coach. But in Seattle, Bree Crittenden, Kyla Hollier, Chloe Parker, they go out to Seattle. They go 3-1. Now, the competition was, I'd say, okay, except for one game. They got to play the Northwest Greyhounds, which is a 3SSB team that plays in the same league as Hardwood Elite. So this weekend, they'll be in Bryan, Texas. But oh man, Bree Crittenden against Olivia Edwards. They call her Big O. Alls I can say is the Northwest Greyhounds won, but Bree continues to show why she is in the top 10. Now, we'll get into rankings and stuff like that because she blew up in Dallas. But her going against Big O, uh, both players top 10 in the country. Now, what was strange is after Bree dominated in Dallas, and even one of the 3SSB guys, Jason Keys, said she was the best player also in Dallas. Now, I also said that as well. Her stock, she drops from 10 to 11. And like, I don't know what the ESPN guys are thinking on the rankings, but I think they kind of shake them up a little bit, make the players just keep like earning their spot. But Bree continued to show up. Kyla Hollier, she had a great weekend. She played extremely well. All I can say is Colorado women's basketball is peaking. They're going into the viewing period. Now, let's talk about the viewing period this weekend because this weekend, May 16th through 18th, you've got teams, and we're going to do a special show, but you got teams going all over. You've got Hoopsters, Jason Kidd will have Colorado teams, True Colorado. They will be in Las Vegas for the Select 24 event. Um, Hardwood Elite is going to Bryan, Texas for the 3SSB event. And then we're tracking down where everybody else is going to be. But we are going to do a special show on Wednesday or Thursday going about looking at where everybody's going this weekend and how they're going to do. Oh, yeah, Mountain West Premier, they're going to be in Alabama on the Nike circuit. So we'll see where everybody else is going. But man, like I said, great weekend of women's basketball. We are excited to see what's going on. Tracking players. Be Also big shout out. We want to mention this. One of the former top greats to ever come out of Colorado, Evan Unrau, played at Missouri, graduated from Rocky Mountain High School, played in the WNBA, coached at Stanford, coached at USC, gets inducted into the Rocky Mountain Hall of Fame last night. Congratulations to Evan. Be on the lookout because we've been communicating with Evan. We're going to bring her on for an interview to talk about her journey and her advice because she's coached. Not only is she coached at the college level, she's coached at the club level, and she's coached some of the top players in the country. But she's out in LA now. She's had stints with the Clippers and the Lakers. I think just the Clippers. And anyway, so be on the lookout for those interviews. Be watching because this weekend, we're going to have people in different locations. So help us out, text us, DM us how the teams are doing. But we will have photographers in different places. We're looking forward to seeing everybody play. And big shout out, congratulations to the top players that performed this weekend. And we'll be getting our photo gallery out. You just got to give us time, man. I'm only one person. Well, hey, this is Jerry Howard, your host. We're at Hoops Tracker, your source for Colorado girls basketball. Make sure you guys tune in, DM us, watch us on Instagram, watch us on Twitter. We'll be texting out scores, games, how everybody's doing over the weekend. And we wish everyone have a great weekend and take care.